right, good evening, 31st of January, last day of January 2022, 17:34 p.m. is current time and date. And today will be a little bit different. I have decided that we will start. I did some research and observations, and I want to tell you something also about the stocks. So today it will not be only about crypto, but mainly about stocks and what is happening mainly on the US market, which is, probably for me the one of the most important markets in the world. And yeah, it influences the world, so let's check it out. Dow Jones Industrial Average Index represents the industrial companies, the biggest ones in America, and they're trading all around the world, so it basically reflects the mood of the world, let's say economic one. And you can see this is 21 weekly EMA, you know it. And let's draw also Fibonacci. So we will do it. Where is the end? I think the end is here, 100%. Yeah, it will be something like that. Let's stretch it out a little bit. Here it is. Yeah, now it's precise. Okay. So what we are seeing, but for indexes this doesn't apply so much, yeah. So because we have a lot of the indexes are behaving in a little bit different way than stocks. I mean, it reflects it, and DJI is very narrow sector, and that sector is quite specific. So it doesn't apply to it specifically, but you still can see some supports which we reached. Then you can see the golden ratio here, which pretty much fits. You can see the most of the volume was there, and this is basically the mean. Let's say this is basically the threshold under which if you buy you would be in a huge profit. And basically if you compare 21 weekly EMA and golden ratio on an overall look of this, you can take few things. Yeah, first thing is look at the volume. Yeah, look at the volume now. I will zoom in out, zoom it in. The buy volume in industry is the highest since Corona break. This says something. This means that people are willing back to invest money to the industry, right? And industry, this is one of the basic economic theories which I've learned in school. Industry always goes first. So people who are who are agriculture and industry are the first. Yeah, so your food and everything around you was made either on farm or in some factory, right? Probably. And this is called leading indicator. Yeah, we were talking about if Ethereum or Bitcoin is leading, and industry usually lead is a little bit forward from other stocks, let's say, and agriculture too, but I think industry is like the fastest one. So what happens to industry first will happen a little bit later to other products, yeah, like IT and banking systems and so on, because industry is like a heart of economy. Yeah, you need to understand that without industry every economy will be very they would not have so much to offer, except very few countries like Switzerland and Luxembourg and I don't know, these very small countries which are not even significant. So what I wanted to say is that DJI is now telling us that people are willing to invest into companies again. The volume is super high now, and for me this is clear indication that this is a recovery. Yeah, in DJI we can see recovery, quite a big one. Let's look at this is also DJI. Let's look at other index. This is Standard and Poor. Yeah, look, I wanted to show you the volume. I'm not sure if I have the correct one. No, this is the correct one. So look at the volume again. We have the highest volume. Well, it is probably similar to this one, but before we have it again in Corona break. But this is really high volume. It also means that people are willing to buy stocks again. That means that stocks now reach the point where people feel that it's undervalued, so they are buying them. Yeah, and it always recover. I mean, we still can go down, of course. It's always the opportunity. I'm not Warren Buffett in any sort. So, and even though he doesn't know when he will go up and down, he just holds. So yeah, but I would say for me, I bought some stocks today because some of them were suffering heavily. So you see here that we got a little bit of a correction, 12%. Yeah, this is very minor correction. Yeah, the bigger correction would be something like Corona, which was 30%. Yeah, 35%. That would be a big correction. If we would see that correction, we would be somewhere here, but we don't see it in any way. Yeah, you could see it was very steep, very brutal. It was called V correction. This one is it seems like a smaller correction. We can see already recovery. We can see big weekly candle. We will see probably big weekly candle here also. So when we have Standard and Poor's, sorry I didn't tell you, is a list of stocks which includes, you can find it on Wikipedia. It's 500 stocks. You can find all the companies here. You can find here Netflix. You can find here BlackRock, which is a huge fund. It was right above it, right? BlackRock, which is a huge fund. What else we have? Intel, maybe. Yeah, we have Intel here. I'm not sure if Tesla is there. I don't know. I think it was. Yeah, it is. It is Tesla. It's basically all the companies you know, and many you have no idea that even exist. It's a big. So if they are recovering now, that's really good sign. And I wanted to show you now a couple of examples. The biggest one is of course Netflix. Yeah. Let's start with one of my favorites, and this is AMD. I invested to AMD when it was somewhere here. I bought it here. Yeah. That was that time. You could see support here. It was a big support. I saw it coming here. I bought it here. I should sell it here, but I'm still holding it because I love the company. I love AMD. So this is AMD. This is Fibonacci, 100% here. We can stretch it even more. We can stretch it down there, and now it basically reaches the point where I bought it. Yeah, somewhere here. So basically we can see it here, the big support, if we stretch it enough. I think I stretch it too much here. Yep. Yeah, so golden ratio again. Now we see that we are in this range. It almost touches this support but didn't, and now we seem to be recovering. This is resistance now. If we break through the resistance, it goes to the next resistance, which will be this one on 131. So now you can see it's quite a lot from EMA, quite a distant. How many percent? 30, almost 40% reduction of the price. Yeah, on AMD. That's huge. So yeah, AMD. Then the second one I wanted to show is Netflix. Yeah, huge correction. This was, I think, even bigger. What was it? 50% correction of Netflix. This is absolutely crazy. Netflix maybe was a little bit overvalued. We will see what market will say, but we see here a little bit of recovery, quite a bit of recovery. And look at the volume. Look at this volume, man. It's a huge, and this volume indicates that something is happening on the market. And I'm telling you what is happening. What is happening is that market dropped so much that people are now willing to invest their money into the market back. Zoom, this is the company I'm buying probably from 500 already. It was a little bit overvalued here, a lot overvalued here actually, and I did a mistake to buy it here, but I trust that company. It was growing. Yeah, all the results were great, but then the corona ended kind of, and it just started to break it off, and now it's basically on its huge correction way. That's crazy. That's 76% correction, man. So yeah, that's not even correction. That seems to be that it was heavily overvalued here, and now it's just looking for a right place to settle down. If you stretch it right down there, which should be correct, we see that it's heavily undervalued now. It should stay around here or over. So I wanted to show you some stocks and indexes so you understand the situation on the market. The market is recovering, but now look at the BTC and ETH. Nothing happened. Like literally you cannot see anything here. But as I said, leading indicators are telling us of the economy, that the economy is recovering and people are willing to spend their money again. But we don't see it in crypto yet. We don't see it. We need to see a big bull candles here. We need to see it in the volume. Yeah, we don't see it in the volume at all. Volume is really low. We need to shoot. We need to shoot with the volume like this. Yeah, then I'm convinced that it is recovering. But the whole economy is recovering from this correction. So now I'm a little bit confused if BTC and ETH will recover too. We will see in next few weeks, but yeah, very positive signs on the market. And usually when there are positive signs on the stock market, it's very positive sign for BTC and Ethereum. So we will see if it will shoot to the stars again. So yeah, yesterday I was telling that I'm expecting touching that support. This didn't happen. I would like to remind you that it didn't happen. Yeah, here it happened. In BTC it happened. In Ethereum it didn't happen. So that is really interesting. I was still waiting on confirmation. So BTC confirmed that it doesn't want to go down lower and it's recovering slowly. But I don't know. Ethereum didn't confirm it to me. Yeah, which is still cautious. I'm still cautious about Ethereum. Yeah, but yeah, we have very contradictory sign. It's not recovery as fast as the market, but it is recovering. We will see if this is not one of the so-called bull traps, which means that the market will seem like it's recovering, but it will just fall down because of some huge stress. But as I said, the huge corrections happened. Now you can buy a lot of stocks with huge discounts. Also, I can show you Shopify. You know, this big spike, you can see it here too. Yeah, so huge corrections, and every time there is a huge correction, you know, there is a recovery, and recovery means extra money for you, so you can use it. Fear index, let's refresh it. 20. Yeah, pretty much lower than yesterday, which is strange. You know, it's for crypto, but overall market is recovering. So yeah, I am not as fearful as yesterday. I see some recovery. I see some good signs. So let's see if the good signs will remain good. Let's hope so. And yeah, if we will return to that structure with Ethereum, I'm definitely buying. Yep. Once we cross one of these super important resistances, I'm buying some Ethereum because we will be back in the structure, and this is what will happen. Yeah. So let's see. Good luck, and let's hope that the economy will start recovering. All these beautiful companies will start recover. Yeah, that will be all for today. It was a little bit longer video, but I wanted to teach you a little bit about shares and how it all works together basically. So yeah, have a nice day. Bye bye.